Mr. Trump falsely claims states are passing legislation to execute babies. I think you know that killing people is illegal in every state. He falsely claimed that the Speaker of the House at the time turned down 10,000 soldiers that he had offered to keep the peace ahead of January 6th, something his own acting Secretary of Defense testified to Congress did not happen. If he has such a strong platform, why make false claims?
I have a lot of great clips for you today. That was Ohio Senator JD Vance, one of the top contenders for Donald Trump's VP position, getting grilled on Face the Nation over Donald Trump's relentless lying during the debate. I want to break that down, and I want to break down Alan Lichtman, the creator of the 13 Keys, saying that this debate does not affect the results of the election. First, watch this clip.
Well, Morgan, I think the media is running interference on a lot of this stuff. We all know, and Nancy Pelosi herself has admitted on camera, that she could have requested more National Guard troops. She bears some responsibility for the fact that they weren't there at the Capitol. We know that the multiple Democratic governors and states, and even some Democratic senators and congressmen, have tried to pass laws that would effectively legalize abortion up until the moment of birth. And most importantly, we know that the media seems totally uninterested in fact-checking Joe Biden from any of the number of false claims that he made.
You know, I've lost track, sir. I've been told the media's on every single side of this and everything's our fault. But let's get back to the candidate you're here to talk about.
JD Vance just told 3 lies in a row. In fact, he used the same exact tactic that Donald Trump used during the debate called gish galloping, where you just spew lie after lie after lie and you overwhelm your opponent to the point where they're not even able to fact check you. Because one lie, one conspiracy theory can take you 5 seconds to say and can take you 45 seconds to debunk, so you're automatically at a disadvantage if you're working with the facts. But the first lie that JD Vance told was that Nancy Pelosi admitted she could have requested the National Guard. I just debunked that in a recent debate with a Trump supporter, but Nancy Pelosi did not admit that. Donald Trump was the commander-in-chief and had ultimate authority over the National Guard that day, not the Speaker of the House. He then said that certain Democratic lawmakers want to legalize abortion up until the moment of birth. That is not true. Donald Trump also claimed that babies are being aborted after birth, which that would be murder, as the host of Face the Nation said. But the fact that Republicans keep spewing this lie shows that they have a fundamental misunderstanding of how pregnancies work. Nobody's going to go through 9 months of pregnancy, then terminate it with 1 week to go. That is sick, and it does not happen. Certain Democratic lawmakers want there to be exceptions in a case where the mother's life will be at risk, but that is an exception. That is an edge case. Then JD Vance said that the media is uninterested in fact-checking Biden. I'm sorry, but where has he been over the past few days? We have the New York Times and every other publication writing columns about how Biden should drop out. And yes, they all fact-checked Joe Biden and Donald Trump. CNN immediately came out with an article fact-checking both of them. JD Vance is completely lying and hoping he can get away with it, and honestly, he did. The Face the Nation anchor didn't have enough time to fact-check him. But watch this clip of Alan Lichtman, the creator of the 13 Keys, detailing how this bad debate performance will not affect the outcome of the election.
All of these pundits and pollsters and analysts that you see on all the cable channels and all the networks have no track record in predicting elections. And yet they come on and they claim they know how this debate is going to affect the outcome of elections. They have no idea. It's sports talk radio. It may be entertaining, but it has no scientific basis.
So what is the impact, do you think?
Zero. Debates are not predictive of outcomes. Hillary Clinton won all 3 debates, still lost. John Kerry won all the debates, still lost. Barack Obama got trounced, 72 to 20% in the poll, worse than Biden, and went on to win. That's why we rely on the 13 keys, which tap into the structure of how elections really work. And they show that Democrats' really only chance to win, contrary to everything you've heard, is with Biden running. Look at the incumbency key. Biden checks that off. The contest key, he checks that off. He was uncontested. It takes 6 keys to count out the White House party.
But you know,
that means
Alan,
of the remaining 11 keys, 6 would have to fall. Let me finish.
Yeah.
Biden doesn't run. They lose the contest key. They lose the incumbency, and only 4 more keys would have to fall.
I think that that's actually kind of what I was trying to get at here, is that the problem right now is that the Democratic Party is considering replacing Biden mostly because it's unclear whether or not he actually physically can carry out the rest of this campaign and put up a fight against his opponent. So that seems like a fundamentally different thing than some of the items that you have in your rubric.
It's a huge mistake. They're not doctors. They don't know whether Biden is physically capable of carrying out a second term or not. Remember, a lot of folks were saying the same thing about Ronald Reagan, who was, 73, and age was very different then. And they said, he's not capable of carrying out another term. He won 49 states. So this is all foolhardy nonsense. The same pundits and pollsters who led us down the primrose path in 2016 are giving the Democrats horrible advice. This proves what I've been saying for years. Republicans have no principles. Democrats have no spine. Republicans are sticking with a blatant liar who lied for every 1 minute and 20 seconds of that debate. Donald Trump put out a lie. And by the way, lies stick. Debate performances can be overcome. And now the first sign of adversity, the spineless Democrats want to throw under the bus their own incumbent president. My goodness.
Now, I have more clips to play for you, but if you enjoyed that clip from Alan Lichtman, make sure you leave a like on the video, comment a blue heart, and subscribe. Now, I'm not fully sold on Alan Lichtman's 13 key system. I think it might be a little bit random. It might not always be predictive, but I think he made some really good points in that clip, especially at the end, that we shouldn't just abandon our incumbent president because of one bad debate performance. It is not the end of the world, even if it was a bad showing. Watch this clip of Representative Dan Goldman that went absolutely viral of him saying that we should do another debate where Donald Trump is actually fact-checked.
He is blatantly mischaracterizing the disaster that was his presidency, and that got a lot of attention and didn't get a lot of pushback. But let's have another debate where actually the moderators will push back on Donald Trump's lies. He intimidated your network, unfortunately, and there was no pushback. He was given free rein to just lie as much as he wants, and that's not helpful to the American public either.
Yeah. Now, while I agree with Representative Dan Goldman there that Donald Trump lied a lot and CNN should have fact-checked him more, I do think that the onus was also on President Biden to fact-check him, and he wasn't able to because of one reason or another, whether it's his cold or his stutter or his age. I think the fact that Joe Biden was not able to fact-check a wannabe dictator was not good. We all wanted to see Donald Trump get trounced. That would have been terrible for the Trump campaign, and it just did not happen. But I really do hope the second debate does happen. I'm not going to lie, if I were the Trump campaign, I would cancel the second debate. Donald Trump got everything that he needed from the first debate. He got all of the clips. He proved his point in his eyes. I hope that the second debate happens, and I hope Biden comes back stronger. But from a strategic standpoint, Donald Trump would be smart to drop out, which probably means that he won't because he's not smart. Either way, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like, comment a blue heart, hit that subscribe button. I've been doing a lot of live streams lately. They're a lot of fun. We live stream, we read Project 2025, do research, but yeah, have a great day.